behind the scenes?
Yeah, behind the scenes.
Oh, okay. The chaos.
Welcome back to the Stopwatch Collection and our newest behind-the-scenes episode. This week, we released our latest film in the Stopwatch Collection, a special 2-minute short film called YOLO. And right now, I'm going to take you behind the scenes for how we made this film. Let's take a look. Last month, we traveled to Southern California for Filmapalooza, the film festival where our films Kairos and The Return of Bud Hawk were going to be screening after winning their respective 48-hour film competitions last year. We wanted to make our next 1-minute short film on this trip, but we also wanted to enjoy our time on vacation, and we didn't have any super great ideas right out of the gate, so by the time we got to the end of the trip, our group at that point decided to visit Knott's Berry Farm, a super fun theme park there in Southern California. We were having a great day riding roller coasters and enjoying being at Knott's Berry Farm, and near the end of the day, Soraya and Rowan went to ride a wild mouse coaster called Coast Rider, while Evelyn and I went and got in line for a dive coaster called Hang Time. In case you can't tell, I'm a little bit of a roller coaster nerd. While Soraya and Rowan were in line, they had brainstormed an idea for our next short film that we could shoot right then. And in fact, they started shooting it even while they were finishing their ride. So once we all got off of our different rides and met back up, it was all in on the making of what would become YOLO.
Action!
This was a very unique film to make. And one of the biggest reasons was that because it was so spontaneous, we didn't have any of the typical film gear that we would use when making a short film. No camera, no sound gear, nothing that we would normally use. But what we did have was this really vibrant and fun theme park setting, so that's what we decided to lean into. So YOLO tells the story of a girl whose phone battery dies while she's visiting the theme park, and she has to kind of learn to live in the moment as a result of that. And this was one of the most run and gun films that we've ever made. The whole thing was filmed on an iPhone, and we were just grabbing shots kind of as we were moving through the park there near the end of our day at Knott's Berry Farm. But it was totally worth it making it in this style, because how often do you get the chance to make a short film at a theme park or even on a roller coaster?
We're standing here in line trying to think about a title for the film. This is the line we were standing in when we came up with the concept for the short film.
And when I first came up with it, kind of together, I just thought YOLO would be a good title, because you only live once and you're supposed to live in the moment.
I think that actually works, because YOLO is exactly what people say before they're about to do something like a roller coaster, something scary or dumb or both. And then it really is kind of the point of the film, that you only live once, so you gotta pay attention and not waste any of it.
Yeah.
What's your favorite ride been so far?
Probably the Silver Bullet, the inverted roller coaster. That was a lot of fun.
That was so much fun. I thought I was going to die, but I didn't.
We're on my favorite ride.
The swing.
I'm very excited about the swings. We got separated. Evelyn's over there.
When I got into editing on this film, I quickly discovered that we had something longer than a 1-minute film, in fact about a 2-minute film with this. And I decided to just roll with that and be okay with that as part of the Stopwatch Collection, because like I said, it's not every day that you get to film something at an amusement park. And I wanted to let this have the space to really be fun and show off this great setting that we got to film in. It's been a point of discussion with this series regarding the creative limitations that we've put on ourselves. And obviously this week, we basically ignored the limits. But I think we're slowly learning how to find the balance here between limiting ourselves creatively and trying to test our skills within those limitations, but then also knowing when to let a project or a particular idea or a story have the room to breathe and to move outside of those limitations for the sake of telling a great story. Whether we're succeeding in that is up to you, the audience, but that's always going to be what we're aiming for. Great stories above anything else.
What do we say, guys?
Okay, that's a
That's a
wrap.
wrap!
I hope you enjoyed this week's film and this behind the scenes episode. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. And in the meantime, remember, when you're making a film, every second counts.